Hi everyone, I am here with a story from Mary Do Happen. My hair's still a little wet in the back from where I washed it a little bit ago. Okay. Today's story is by Connie Gatlin, and it is I Saw My Beloved Child. The part of the book we was reading, the first part, was mainly about pets, and now we're mainly going to be talking about children who have passed away and things, related to that for a little while. We were about 6 months out from our baby's death. Our souls were still bruised. Our hearts still hurt. Our eyes filled with tears most every day. The brilliant intensity of his purely blue eyes still haunted our dreams. We knew beyond doubt where he was, but when the light of a smart, funny, beautiful 4-year-old treasure is torn from your heart and your home, even heaven is no comfort. If only it hadn't snowed that day. Snow very rarely fell where we lived, so on that morning he had been beside himself at the sight of those snowflakes, the first he had ever seen. He was chasing them up and down the driveway with a broomstick, swatting those pristine crystals to the ground. Those crystals that became treacherously frozen on the stretch of highway that brought an end to the light in those turquoise blue eyes. So we hurt and we struggled to find our way. And then there came a Sunday evening. A Sunday evening service of the Lord's Supper. Our beloved pastor always spoke for a few moments before passing the elements, and this Sunday was no exception. I rarely lost track when Pastor Allen was speaking. My mind never wandered. He was such an eloquent teacher of the Scriptures, diving beneath the surface to glean meaning from each phrase, indeed each word. The night scripture was John 14:2. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you, a scripture I had heard preached many times before. But this night those words took up residence in my soul, and my mind soared away. Suddenly I had left the pew, and I was in another place. As soon as my mind heard the phrase many mansions, it left the sanctuary of the wings of a vision that shall eternally be with me. I saw him. I saw his blonde curls and his blue eyes, and that sparkling aurora of mischief that sat on his shoulders. I saw him. He was running across the huge black and white checkered marble floor, dropping to his knees and then sliding into home base. The top of the stairs. I saw him. He was sliding on his tiny tush down the elaborately carved staircase rail, and then swinging on the newel post at the foot of the stairs, climbing up on a precariously makeshift ladder of chairs and tables. He had grabbed a crystal chandelier and was kicking his legs to create a swing so he could arch back and forth over the black and white marble floor. I saw him, and he was so real to me that the only thought that sprang to my mind was a prayer. Oh Lord, please come quickly, because if you don't come quickly, he'll wreck my mansion. I saw him, and it was a clear and spotlessly clean window. I saw him being his loud and wonderful 4-year-old self, and I cried with the joy of it. I saw him, and I knew with incredible certainty that he was happy and loved and cared for, and laughing and melodious notes of mischief, boyhood joy. And thanks be to Jesus, I shall see him again. I shall see him in heaven.